Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the stream today, where we're going to carry on with the Merchant Republic of Denmark. And we're also going to turn the music on because that's it off right at the beginning. Master audio about here, I think. Music. Okay, yeah, I can hear it a little bit. Turn up a little bit more. Don't know why the increments on the music are so tiny. That'll do. That will do. Into the quiet bit of the music at the moment. I'll make space for the crescendos. So we're kind of fighting raiders. What is this? It'll be a host. Yeah, Giz's host. Which we don't really have Viking raids anymore. It's all just host armies. Also, I didn't realise we were at war with Poland. The Polski War for Prince Archbishop Milobrat II's claim on, I thought it was done, Stolp. Right. So this Prince Archbishop has a claim on, well, this place, and he wants it, and he's convinced his liege to go to war to press his claim, or his liege is just knows that he has a claim and has decided to press it. Thing is, we have risen to power now, and we have a few troops. You have a 5,800. You are not good in terms of money. You have a pitiful amount of retinue. You do have a lot from vassals, but none of them want to give you. None of them want to give you their levy. He can raise less than half from his direct vassals. Why? He's pissed his vassals off somehow. Mutilated me. Yeah, don't do that, mate. Yeah, you don't want to be mutilating the people that can give you the most amount of levy. Mutilated close kin. Oh, it just gets worse, doesn't it? Mutilated me. He mutilated a lot of people. Mutilated kin, imprisoned, yeah. It's probably why he can't raise as many troops as he probably should. Whereas we've not had a chance. We've not been the Doge long enough to fuck up our vassals. Especially not mutilate them. So we can get all 8,665 from our vassals, from our own personal domains. It's still regenerating. But we do have about 5,000 battle-worn. Pretty much pure heavy infantry. Give or take bits and pieces. I don't know why I've got horses here. Why I've got horses? No idea. Hardened heavy infantry, which hit like a train when it gets into the proper phase. So, yeah, fighting against Poland. Didn't really want to be fighting against Poland because we do have a claim through our wife. She has a weak claim on the Byzantine Empire. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I reckon we might be able to do this. We might be able to do this just by raising mercenaries. I think it's because he's fighting against other people. Is the only reason why we can push that claim. Because it's a weak claim, we're pushing a weak claim. And it can only be pressed against. Title's already been contested in a claim or a succession war. Is either of those a claim or a succession war that you're in? An independence war. Succavia War? Succavia War? Is it succession? I don't know. But for some reason we can press this. Now it would probably be better to press it before he gets crowned. Because at the moment his vassals have a -10. Everyone has a -10 opinion of him. Which means a little less than his full. Quite a lot less at the moment. A little less than his full capabilities. He could raise close to, well, 25, 26,000 You also have 6,000 hired. But you're making a loss. So you're not going to be able to maintain those mercenaries. I mean, it'll maintain, it was only losing 2 ducats a month, pretty much. So we have to factor in those hired. Sometimes when you go to war with somebody, and say we went to war with France, and he's, okay, maybe not. So we went to war with England, maybe. Alright, maybe not. Alright, Scotland. Come on, give me a good example. Alright, good example, Scotland. I'd say you could raise the maximum. So 12,000 troops. So we land our 12,000 and he's got 12,000 here. But then suddenly, out of the blue, there's an extra 5,000 that gets raised up. You can pretty much be certain that those are going to be mercenaries. So you come to this screen and you look at the multi-balance. If he's starting to lose lots of money, 5 ducats, 6 ducats, 8 ducats, 10 ducats per month, then don't engage it. Put everyone back on a ship, sail back, don't take attrition, and just wait for him to lose money, lose money, lose money, lose money, until he can't support any mercenaries anymore. And then bring your troops back, and you'll be back to fighting the original 12,000 instead of losing against the mercenaries, because it'll have to disband the mercenaries. So that can be interesting. That can be a way of stepping around having to fight, having to lose your troops. Speaking of losing troops, we have shut the gates to protect ourselves from the camp fever. Even though I think we've got quite good hospitals now. We went on a spree of building hospitals. Oh, 3 hospitals now. Expanded sick house. Disease resistance hospital level yet. Because I don't really want whatever the lurgy is to spread all the way through my lands. And this seems to be quite a good choke point. So if we can build up the hospitals like on this island, hopefully it'll stop any lurgy that comes from the HRE. It'll stop it from spreading through to the rest of our lands, and anything that comes from the north, it'll stop that spreading through to the bulk of our lands over here. So that's the plan there. Anyway, let's get this fight over then, shall we? No longer able to commission rune stones. I'm gonna have to remember that every time you get a new person that jumps to the front of the top of the house, because we are of the Danish culture. After a certain date, you can't commission runestones. So I wonder if we can get in under that event and commission one before it says we can no longer commission runestones. How terrible. I wonder, perhaps. Nope. The female of... Okay. The females of our court are trained in intrigue, so we usually use them to good event, to good use. Okay. In killing people off via plots and such. What is this? Don't know what this is. If you take my land, I'll be mad with you. What is this? You're already at minus. Why are you able to? I don't know. I don't know, but we're gonna have to help him out. If we don't help him out, we're gonna lose bits and pieces of our land. I do not need that. Right, you lot group up. Actually, you lot stay where you are. You lot huddled up for warmth. You step down. We've got plenty of time to win this war, I'm fairly certain. Chuck you on these boats and get you off here to give this lump a little bit of bulk. I don't think we need mercenaries at the moment. Oh, just get down. There's no point losing that lump. Alright, group up. Into the capital. Who are we going to hit here? You. You're getting off here. It may well dissuade him from landing troops there. It has indeed. Right, group up, everybody. Ooh. Who's this? 16, not bad. Chancellor can be somebody who doesn't like us but has got a little bit of influence. Let's go in terms of rank. You're not bad. He's a patrician though, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Alright, 10,000. Let's take that back because I think that's the war goal. No, straight into you. What do we have? Oh, his martial skill is alright, but he just doesn't have any combat modifiers. Well, he does. There's obviously green numbers here. But in terms of combat modifiers, you want better things. Let's see if we can grab better things. Everyone's in seclusion, though. So, they're not going to take to the field. It's like, no, there's the pox out there. I don't want to die of slow fever. Let's find some characters. We'll search all within our Diplo range so we can talk to them that would join our court with high martial skills. You're an aggressive leader, which is good if you have the majority of the troops. Not quite so good if you're on the defensive, of course. You're excommunicated. Gender, men, having women leading armies. Whatever next. We'll be getting the vote. Alright, so in terms of combat modifiers, a lot better. A lot better. Not so good at defense. Don't care about his personal combat skills, but I do care about things like pursuit. In the pursuit phase, you do a hell of a lot. If you can break an army, then in the pursuit phase, you can pretty much mop up, and that's where you can do a hell of a lot of damage. Damage plus 23% for being aggressive leader, and the martial influence. So the fact he's got 26. Yeah, let's get you in my court. Let's invite you to court. What are we looking at here? Trickster. Anything that doesn't have red on it. So aggressive leader. It has the -10 to defense. So I'm not. If it comes up with, do you want aggressive leader? Do you want defensive? Do you want trickster? Do you want inspirational leader? I'll usually steer away from aggressive leader just in case I do end up in a battle that's kind of even. I mean, you could mega micro and have leaders for attack and then have leaders when it's a little bit more even, so the more defensive orientated, but wait, horrific micro, isn't it? Already bringing you in. Morale defense. You're not too bad. The flanker's not bad as well. Again, if you... Oh, he's depressed. Depressed affects the his combat modifiers. Not by much. I mean, by a tiny amount. The fact that he's a flanker far outweighs the fact that he's depressed. Again, putting this guy on the flank is obviously going to do good things. Don't have anything else knocking about. Sometimes you can get, even though they don't have a brilliant martial score, sometimes these kind of modifiers can really make up for it. Heavy foot troops plus 31%. Love heavy infantry leader. Heavy infantry leader mixed with inspirational commander, I think it's called, is brilliant. If you can grab siege leader, I mean any one of these being a siege leader, or make yourself a siege leader, again, brilliant. And lunatic, I think, adds a 3% experimentality. But what does it do? It does nothing. There's no red numbers here because he's a lunatic. He's got organizer, which makes him, which allows him to get around from province to province. How much quicker? 20% quicker. And Lightfoot leader. We don't have much Lightfoot. We do really concentrate on heavy foot. In fact, I'm going to invite you to my court. So if you're new to the game, then you can't go far wrong with just grabbing the highest martial skill. But there are other numbers to consider, so you can go deeper the more you get into the game, which is what I like. I like a game that's playable, like with the Paradox series. I like a game that's playable with a little bit of tinkering, right, with a little bit of learning about it right at the beginning, but then just reveals more and more of itself, unravels its secrets the more and more you look into it. You know what, lunatic? Let's get you my court. Can do it with the siege leader as well. In fact, can we have a look for one? Nope. I before E. None of them. Is it I before E? It is. It's I before E. Well, I before E, except after C, except the fact that it's never. There's whole sentences that you can put together that don't have an I before E. And this is messed up. Right. I think that's 3 people. That's 3 commanders that I've been invited. Plus we already have 1 commander. I don't have any modifiers. Alright, wait for them to turn up. Right, we'll assign you as a commander. I think I need to get rid of some. Let's relieve you. Let's relieve you. And let's assign you as a commander. And let's assign you as a commander. Okay. So how we're looking here now. A lot better. I would like aggressive leader straight down the center. You can fiddle around with these, and you can put more heavy infantry on one side. I might do that. Let's give you the lighter stuff, just to even out some of these numbers. Another 193. Let's give you that and that. We'll shuffle you a little further along as well. And you. So the majority of our heavy infantry are on this flank. And they are going to be led by our heavy infantry leader. So it's going to go through the light skirmish phase, and then it's going to get to the heavy infantry. The attack value of you lot. Yeah, so it splits 3 phases. You've got the light skirmish phase, the heavy skirmish, not heavy skirmish, the bulk of the fight, and then you've got the pursuit phase. Oh, there, skirmish, melee, pursuit. There you go. It's values and phases. And your light infantry are better in or they do something in the skirmish, whereas your heavy infantry just sit with their thumbs up the bombs, do nothing. However, when it gets into the melee phase, they are head and shoulders above everything else, except for probably heavy cavalry. I don't have oh, I have one heavy cavalry. So they do 0.12 damage, heavy cavalry, but heavy cavalry is mega expensive. Heavy infantry is quite expensive as well. But, oh, it actually takes into account the capabilities of the commander. So these heavy infantry will do 0.08 damage in the melee phase, whereas these, because they've got the heavy infantry commander in front of them, are going to do 0.10. Also, the heavy infantry have really good defense values in the initial stage, so they go from defensive in the skirmish phase when they're not capable of attacking, and then they flip to attack and hit fairly hard. I've put a light foot on this side. These will get bonuses to the skirmish phase. 0.01, 0.03, 0.03 compared to 133, 3.3, 3.3, 2.2. What do pikemen do? Or they're just mega defensive in the melee phase, which would counter heavy cavalry. So if you're coming across a, or if you duke it out, fighting it out with a, I mean, late again, that would only be going 10 minutes or so, it's fine. If you're fighting it out against a culture who has heavy cavalry as part of their cultural troop, then you might want to stack. You might want to grab mercenaries that are pikemen just to defend against the heavy cavalry they might have. And archers are just really good in the skirmish phase. So usually my retinue is a mixture of archers and heavy infantry. Anyway, we'll do this. What I'm expecting from this is not much breakthrough in the initial phase of the fight, and then this flank, or yeah, this flank is going to obliterate the flank in front of it, and then hopefully turn its attention inwards, and we'll get a flanking thing. Unless it makes sense to me, and we're not gonna see AI. There we go. Who just died? Someone died. My daughter died. Her poor health. That's unfortunate. And we have gained a random barony, I think. Something that we don't particularly want, but we can hold. We can hold, and we might as well hold it. It's giving us a good amount of levy. And until I have to give it away, I might as well keep it. So, it was this side, wasn't it? You're not expecting much in this phase, and then this is going to absolutely obliterate and turn inwards, hopefully. And these guys just need to hold the line. If these guys can hold the line, we'll get a flanking bonus on the centre. This will break, and then it's a 2-to-1. If you can get flanking, then it's brilliant. Well, in the early phase, the aggressive leader in the centre did loads of damage. Probably got some good rolls actually. But then, as soon as the melee phase got engaged, you just saw this vanish. The entirety of this morale on this flank just vanished. So yeah, better than I expected, but oh well. I do rule. Kill 2,634 for a loss of just 359. Glorious. Merchant Republic Danish. That's from the payday stream. Yeah, it was. I was feeling a little bit tired at the point. We'll have to do a full payday. I'll have to tinker with it because the sounds were a little bit too loud. And if the sounds are too loud, then it gets in my brain, gets in my head, and I can't really talk through what I'm doing. But yeah, it was fun. I liked it, enjoyed it. It's one of those mindless games that I can just jump into and just enjoy. I don't have to think. I don't have to think too stressful enough. Too stressful enough. It's not strenuous. There we go. Got there eventually. Alright, we're just gonna siege this back because I've got other places to be. I'm sorry. Need to go and spank the Polish, both figuratively and literally. Alright, we'll just make a hit for the capital. Go. Who are you? Looks like a wearing a crown. I think we just captured the king. I mean, it's owned by a queen, but I think we just captured one of the kings. Excellent. Take out your forces. I'm not going to follow him onto the island. We should. We should. Pretty much a 5-to-1. We'll take some losses from that, but what have we got here? More than a 10-to-1. I'm fine with sieging you out, and the city is owned by us, I think. So we'll be sieging the city. Want that done? Want that done? It's just the top holding city, and that is us, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, was that an offensive war? Might have been an offensive war. That's probably. It was probably an offensive war, actually. I mean, it's gone to the wrong person, unfortunately. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Yeah, this guy. I need to take this off him. And we have. Apparently he's a traitor. So, that's alright. But yeah, it was a defensive war. No, it was an aggressive war. He attacked into them, which meant that we didn't get called in. If it was a defensive war, and she was attacking into the Merchant Republic, then we'd have been called to arms. But we weren't, and this is a lot of people. Where the hell have you got all these people from? Right. It's a lot of people. But that's also a lot of attrition. Gain a random friend. Nice. And my wife is pregnant. How have you got all of these packs? Let's try kill off one of the alliances. If we're going to counter-attack, then I don't want him... don't want him supported by this guy down here. He can raise quite a few troops, relative to his size. He does have a revolt that's just risen up against him, which will have robbed him of some of his troops, a portion of his actual troops. So I don't need to be too hasty. Put down all my troops. I'm allowing them... The Great Prince... The inability of our previous employee to provide... So this is what happens if thine enemy kind of fucks up in terms of hiring mercenaries and not being able to pay them. Although I would really prefer that they hadn't popped right here. Are we at war with you? No. Send him away. Yeah, because I'm going to lose this fight. Or not. What just happened there? Invalidated war. Invalidated war because why? Something just invalidated that. I think the claimant died. Prince Archbishop Milobrat. Let's have a look for Milobrat. Probably you. Nope. Did you have a brother or something? A relation? No. It wasn't him. It wasn't you. So I reckon the claimant probably died, and therefore his claim died with it. Germanic invading Poland. Why is this? Yeah. Yeah, we should be able to get our territory back. I mean, if we, 1, 2... We're only talking 3 provinces. But we should be able to do that. Although, saying that, I'm not desperate for it back. I'm not desperate. Now we're out of this war, we can push one of our other claims. And one of our other claims includes the Byzantine Empire for my wife. How are you looking? You're just mercenaries. Should be, yeah, easily be able to. What are you? What's composition? Pikemen. What is the cultural building of the Byzantines? Is it a cataphract training ground, which is heavy cavalry? So having an element of pikemen would actually make sense in this scenario. You're doing it wrong if you don't play Wagner while doing it. Huh? Lightning War. Yep. From North Island to Warsaw in 1 tank. What was the Volkswagen advert that had to get pulled from Berlin to Warsaw in 1 tank? And it was saying about fuel efficiency, but apparently the Germans weren't allowed to say that because it's still too soon. No. Alright, so I put my troops down there instead of coming down here to fight. We'd already hit the Swedish here. We'd already take some losses. It was best if we put our troops down. Also, can I just kill you all? Tyrannicum. Alright. Throw on the Ublet. I don't. You're already 55. You won't last long. So yeah, put all my troops down. Just so that they could start the process of replenishment. And now, when we're eyeing up the Byzantine Empire, we're almost back up to full from vassals. Also, is the Legate gone? Nope, the Legate is still there. Still strong. Oh no, it's turned into measles now. That's alright. Measles is just glorified chickenpox. I could push my wife's claim on the Byzantine Empire, but what would that do? Would our children inherit the Merchant Republic first, or the Empire first? And if they inherited the Empire first, wouldn't that fob someone else off onto our Merchant Republic? Therefore, we'd lose control of the Merchant Republic because we'd switch onto playing the Empire. That'd be some fucking pivot, wouldn't it? And one of my sons has claims on both England and France. Is there a siege leader out there somewhere? Do you have any pacts? No alliances. There is. Alright, invite you to go. I need to turn you into commander as well. We do have space for you. Good. Appoint you as a commander. Always good to have siege leader. Siege leader as a mountain expert as well. Very good. Vassal levies raised too long. We'll allow those to wear off. Shouldn't take that long. And then we'll push our wife's claim. Why not? Nope, nope. Also, get out of my land. No. The Grand Mayor did a terrible thing, and therefore he is in the oubliette for the foreseeable future. Alright, down to 1. We should go now. So, we are committed for our wife's claim upon the Byzantine Empire. Well, at least it gets us out of smallpox land. No, it's not smallpox, is it? It's measles. Also, military. We make 63 ducats per month, therefore we can afford to maintain the White Company. Outstanding. Let's go. Yeah, stop that plot now. We don't need to kill him off. Patrician, yeah, I'm trying to kill you off. You raided me, therefore you are foregone every right to be set free. Raiders will be imprisoned for life until they die. My daughter, my left-handed sickly daughter. Well, some say that all the left-handed people in the world are a bit sick. I couldn't possibly comment. Yep, try save my daughter. Also, let's ransom you off. 74 gold. Must be a daughter of her. Right, we'll split into 10,000 lumps, and we'll head down there in lumps of 10,000, so we don't take too much attrition. We need to head straight to the capital already. Oh dear. Tiny bit of combat there. Nope. Nope. A lump of 16,000. Let's have you heading down this way as well. Who's this? Marshall. Aggressive leader. Go on then. Retinue maintenance cost. Horde maintenance cost. Train troops. No. We'll just keep you on organised army for the moment, whilst we've got the majority of our army up. They have a good amount of military organisation. And let's put... I thought we had an organiser. Right, you just moved down here as well. Yeah, it can be quite difficult to wipe the enemy from the field. No, we've just been at war. Why would I want relations with you? I will head straight to the belly of the beast. Person who gets there first. We need a siege dude in charge. Lost a lot of men just walking there. Alright, siege dude there. What are we looking at? We're sieging down here. The trade post. The trade post. Alright, you jump down here as well. And has the lurgy gone yet? Nope, it's everywhere. Still with a oh, measles turned into smallpox. You step down. You've not brought anyone else in. You're up at 17,000, but we've already got enough people down here, I think, to counter you. I also don't know why it's taking so long to siege down a trade post. Only 800 troops there. Let's split you in half so you're not taking attrition. Or you've inherited under the barony. Let's ban myself from leading troops just at the moment. Just in case the game has saw fit to throw us in all of this. We will need to go and hit the Byzantines at some point. Uh-oh. Nope. Oh, we're making a loss. Yeah, balls. We should be alright. Let's concentrate on what's important for the moment. Ball and chain is well satisfied. What? Offspring's offspring. My Dylan's asleep in the box just here. Yeah, release all prisoners. We just released the leader of the revolt that he's fighting, which should have swung things the other way for him a little bit. That's still 100% in favour. Right. We shall take them all prisoner. That was a hefty lump. What was it? Alright. Decent prisoner there. Worth a good amount. Yeah, that's just raiders. Take him up to my dungeons as well. We can sell him off. Losing troops. How many are you fielding at the moment? 19,000. We're fairly even. Although you're losing money at quite a rate and you only have 60 ducats in the bank. And you've expelled the Jews, therefore you have no way of creating more. No way of creating more wealth. Excellent. So at some point he's going to lose the 6,000 mercenaries that he's got risen. Raised? Risen? Rose? Chrysanthemum? Nope, nope. I have no idea what it must be like to be married, but the way Levin makes it sound, don't think I ever want to. You make a good point there. My sister's was going to get married this summer, end of this summer. I'll just bribe you. I've always found the whole getting married thing a bit weird. It's like, I love you so much, let's get the government involved. It seems weird. No, we have to fight this. We have to beat the Byzantines in the field. If we do it good once. Oh, that was terrible English. If we beat them hard once, then I think this is over. So we're already up at 70%. Alright, so we're married. We're married to the queen of the bastard queen of the Byzantine Empire. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, we're not on our territory. We're going to have to walk all the way back. Well, we can put the mercenaries down. 12,000 of them. We'll walk you lot all the way back up and get rid of the rubbish that's in our land. And your child, well, not this one, but the next one that pops out, hopefully with the penis dangling between his legs, should inherit Byzantium. I'm hoping. It might be a bit weird. We might have to prop the Byzantine Empire up a little bit. i.e. we might have to raise our troops and offer to join her wars against revolters and things. But we have installed our wife as the Byzantine Empress. Not bad. Not bad. Who says the Merchant Republics are weak? Not only that, if you get divorced, the government gets involved again, you get screwed over. Yeah. Shall gladly then. Plot to kidnap my wife. What? No. Damn right you accept my alliance. It's to keep you safe. Honestly, it's to keep you safe. Byzantine Empire with just 2,200 terms of levies. You don't have any land for yourself, of your own. Actually do. You do have a random holding here. But we're going to have to prop our wife up. I mean, she's big and fat and steady as it is, but... There we go. About face. I knew we won't get very far before we were back. Let's put you in charge in the center. You left. You right. Now where is that revolt? What is it a revolt for? Claim on the Basilia Romane. I think this is him here. Heavy infantry phase and dead. Let's go. My son. My agile, quick son with claims on both England and France. Let's put the siege leader in charge. Yep. How many can you support? Just 7,000. Wow. Right, the one that we're leaving behind. For the siege leader. Right. Okay, that's quite a lot. Where have you got all those from? Nope, just from vassals. Now we're going to have to stack up on ourselves here. And probably get more mercenaries. Can we afford you? We can. We'll use you to wipe out the mess at home, and then we'll walk it down. Oh. Too cynical, maybe I grew up too fast. Yeah. Being cynical is no bad thing. Take everyone is found. I think that should be enough. You in charge. You on one side, you on the other. We'll squish you because you've been in my land for far too long. And you. I roll. Shall adopt the Marshal's ideas. We'll try and get you squished. We can't. We should be able to. Not that far away. And we'll bring these mercenaries in. Oh, wife. You have no support. Bastard? Yeah, fair enough. Uncrowned, you should probably sort that out. Should probably sort the fact that you're uncrowned out. I mean, what's this on your head? It's here. This is where I was looking for this before. This is where his family will be. Alright. Well, it looks like my wife is landed. What are you fighting to? Defending against him. 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 No one said it was going to be easy. Installing a female as the Basilius? The Basilii? I don't know. What is it if it's a female, apart from weak? Excellent. Perfect. We'll imprison him, but we'll let him out immediately. Because of reasons. Yep, release you. So we can put you back in as marshal. Do we pick up just from that? Probably, yeah. Only going to pick up arbitrary. That would be just silly. Right, let's move out to meet. Not going to meet you. Not going to get hold of you on. Let's move to intercept these mercenaries. We'll group up, and then 20,000 into the 12,000 that are knocking about here. Might be able to do it. Why are you -3? There's land down here that is taken. This land here. Word of an epidemic. Okay. If we're going to be sat here for a while, we might as well siege it. Okay, so you won that one. Whilst I've got my dudes down here. which one are you losing the worst? 0%, 0, 0, 1%. Alright, so we'll just continue to offer to join wars. We've got 20,000 troops down here now. That should be enough to back her up. The stupid bitch. Where is the epicenter? Oh, it's on Cyprus. Alright, we'll just siege out the stuff that we can get to. Oh. Says that you're actually married. Well, by the way, day which I have but 2 memories. Oh dear. The government gets its share. Yeah. Yeah, I always found it a bit weird, that. Says tell you that I'm old. I'm allowed to moan, groan, grumble and mutter. Yeah, it's a... Oh. Excellent. It's a perk of getting old, isn't it? You can do what you want. Well, you can do it. You can do what you want within reason, i.e., what your wife tells you to do. Why am I not sieging here? Why am I not sieging here? Alright, we'll go and spank you. Can I join more of your wars at once? Because that would probably be easier, wouldn't it? No, just one at once. Alright. We'll just go smash his army. Oh, it's this here. Nope, Ireland and Denmark. You all the way to there, you to there. That should be that over and done with. Teutonic order, excellent. The Teutons are a thing now. And let's put our siege leader just here. Looks like he's only got 2 holdings. 3 holdings, sorry. Actually, no, this is split into like 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3, yeah. And he's got 2 holdings over here. Who is that in terms of relation for you? So why does it go to him? It's not my half brother. I would have expected from you to go to, if you're not your siblings, your parent have a brother. Did have a brother who's another king. Did he have a son? Loads of daughters and 1 son. Did you have a son? So it's not down this route. So how are we getting from you to you? I can't see that succession laws. What's the succession laws in it's just inherited via family, isn't it? Until they end up getting the ears chopped off and the nose chopped off and the tongues chopped off and the eyeballs taken out. Yeah. Inherited, inherited, inherited. So are you even of the same house? You are. Whereabouts are you though? I think this was the previous ruler, wasn't it? What are you? Pancratios. Pancratios. So where are you? You're a leader of revolt. Alright. Alright, so well, I know where this guy comes from. He is part of the house. What happens if the last of the house? We'll see what happens when my wife spits out a child. Hopefully she spits out a child. She's getting on a bit. I mean, she needs a male child. But we'll see. When I'm old, I'll pretend to be senile. Oh, you won't have to pretend, my friend. It's already happening to me. Still have enemy troops. They weren't enemy troops, they were raiders. Do we still have raiders? No. Yeah, these holdings got raided down whilst I didn't have any troops up here. But they'll recover. They'll recover. What else do we have? We inherited a couple of baronies. There's a barony here that we've inherited. There is a barony here, I think, that we have inherited, yep. And where are you? This is the city. Right, I'm going to give this barony away to a random vassal, just to dip under our domain's limit. Still making money? Still making money whilst loads of mercenaries. Alright. She's starting to accrue a little bit of support now. Now that she's crushed some major revolts, her vassals will have like crushed revolt or something. Crushed a major revolt plus 15, defending us versus infidels as well. That's good. So we'll leave the join the holy war to the last one, so that she continues to get that defending versus infidels plus 40. Liege's brave, Liege's uncrowned, tech, not auto revocation, state diplomacy. What's your prestige? Hey, it's not that high, but you're getting it at a good rate. Yeah, if we can leave this defending against in the holy war, leave this until the very last one that we ask to join, we might be able to get some support for her. We'll see. That was a bit of an aggressive attrition, take that. Right, good you. Let's take out your forces here. Wife is pregnant. Excellent. I mean, we are very close to the capital, so we probably retired to Constantinople for the evening after a hard day sieging. Oh, I rolled them up. Battle, lost control of Kibia. That we should be good. I've got a city with a 1900 defenders. Holy moly. Try again, kind, if I can. I did, excellent. Call for my court physician. Let's not let all this go to waste. If my wife dies now, I have no claim on any of this at all. Okay. Died of the dreaded plague. Are you fucking shitting me, game? So who am I helping now? Random Basilis. Alliance between us has broken down. Yeah, that's because she's dead. Died of the dreaded plague. Died of the dreaded fucking plague. Alright, yeah, it's right here. I better not be leading troops. I'm not, so I'm not down here. I think that's the last of our exploits into the Byzantine Empire. Well, we tried. We gave it a go. My son. Agile son. Try to be ambitious as well. Gained envious. Not brilliant. Alright, well we'll get up to 100% on... No, let's go. I don't want to be infecting characters with plague and then bringing them home. So let's just try and get to 100% war score here. We'll put the mercenaries down. We'll walk everyone else back home as quickly as possible. Let's get away from the plague. Let's not have our characters catching the plague and then bringing it all the way home. That would be terrible. Oh. I don't know what I'm going to do with this army. It's a bit like when you're young and you go out and you get covered in mud and your mum makes you wait outside and take all your clothes off outside before she lets you come in, and then you have to go straight for a shower or a bath. I'm going to have to do that wherever every single one of these people are. Check them for plague before they actually enter the country. We should probably invest. We should probably invest some of this money into our hospital. I think we're about to get fucked up quite badly. Yep, all of that good stuff. Yep, and a sick house. And expanded sick house? No, super kitchen will do then. Don't know how it's going to help, but leper colony, yep. Grab that. Can put plague victims in it. Chapel, disease resistance a little bit, yep. Whew. These old women seem to have lost the knack of finishing school principles. To make your man think it was his idea without him realising. Yeah. It's a good skill to have. Trying to convince people of your train of thought, but then trying to make them think that it was their idea all along. Anyway, let's get married. Do we marry for claims or do we marry just for genius? An actual Contessa. Oh, let's get the genius going. Depressed genius. The 13-year-old bastard twin. No, just twin, not bastard twin. Ambitious genius. Strong genius. Ooh. Strong genius. Brawny genius. Yep. Imagine like the quarantine with men in hazmat suits decontaminate people. How did the... Oh yeah, like in the Middle Ages when you get the plague doctors with the beaks on, spraying people down. Declared a peasant revolt. Let's just raise our personal levy. Right here. No, just mercenaries. They only need to be up for a second. There we go. And put them down. Damn right I won. Excellent news. Let's put down all of you lot and let's prep to close the gates at some point. See you around, prosper. Don't like the thought of staying at peace. My character looks ridiculous. It looks like he's got googly eyes. Anyway, a bit more serious now. I don't really want to stay at peace, but with plague coming, I can see the closing of the gates. How close are you? Silly googly-eyed person. Is he going to get this far north? I mean, he got to England, didn't it? Got to Britain. So I don't think the cold is going to stop it. I think it'll be heading through the trade routes first. How do we do this? Joys of travel, spread diseases. With friends like that, who needs enemies? Yep. Let's see realm prosper. 5 years worth without declaring war. I don't like it, but I need to build up my hospitals. I also need to build up my trade routes. I also need to be ready to close my gates immediately. Also, battle levies needs to come down, but it's not by much. Good. Who's this? Intrigue. Has my son come of age yet? He's 15. He's been trained by me. I am Midas touched. Let's have you pre-married to geniusness. No, she's got the plague or something. 26-year-old strong genius. Yep. Nope. When do you actually come of age? 10th of March. So, 10th of March, we declare this guy as our heir. We need to put him as a commander. We need to put him in as one of the... as a steward of some sort. Not steward, might put him as a spy master. Also, Le Hospital. Chapel, disease resistance. Yep. What's this? Need more disease resistances. Everywhere. Pilgrims in. We got sick house for you. Middle East ravaged by plague. Yeah, no, we were just there. My wife died of it. That last time people revolted, I sent in my army, it killed you. Or what makes you think it won't work this time around? The same thing won't happen. Exactly. Exactly. People have very short memories. Extra tithe. Gladly attend. Are you ravaged by plague? Because if you are, I ain't going down there. He's alright. He's over here. Let's gladly attend. Not gladly. Let's be wary of the plague. Can you imagine? Can you imagine living in such a time when there's a plague going on? And people didn't understand how it was transferred. I mean, they had an inkling. There were certain villages in England. I don't know about elsewhere, probably elsewhere as well, that were entirely isolated. Nobody in the village had been struck down with the plague, or there was, on the other side of the seesaw, there was whole villages that were struck down by the plague, but they still need to eat. So the villages around them, there's a story of one particular village, I think it's in Yorkshire somewhere, where the people from the village next door would take food and supplies and put them on top of this hill, like between the villages, and then there was a depression in this rock, quite a big rock, prominent rock, and the depression would be filled with vinegar, and the people from the village would come up, take the supplies, and put their money in this vinegar. But I mean, if you didn't, obviously it would have done the job apparently of decontaminating the plagueness. But would you take the money, knowing that getting the plague was pretty much a death sentence? I don't know. And then they thought it was transferred by dogs and cats, and so they rounded all them up and killed them, which actually did. It's weird. It kind of, especially in London, it did a good job of keeping the plague spread down. So it was a wrong action because it was obviously spread by the rats and the fleas, but the fleas also inhabited the cats and dogs. So killing off all the cats and dogs worked, but it wasn't the thing that was spreading it the most. It was like a false negative, a false positive, should I say? Weird. Just? Go on then, just. You see, America, you got to sidestep the plague. See how lucky you are? Alright, my son became Midas touched. As long as we got some practice, yeah. Herpes and gonorrhea. Yep, and now there's super gonorrhea. Guess where that started? Super gonorrhea. What a thing. What a time to be alive. Right. Designated heir now needs to be my son with his outrageous claims. Invarson. Inquisitor. I was gonna kick one of these out and put them as him as High Admiral or High Judge, but we didn't get the loss of titles, so I don't need to really. Let's not upset the apple cart. We'll put you in as commander though. Where are you? Extra prestigious. What's going on with my council? What about obligations? Burger obligations. Burger obligations, should I say. You're a max. Can't put your max. Why? Has the absolute tribal organisation. What? Oh, legalism at least 6. Okay, well let's raise feudal obligation for the max levy. Or the increased levy, should I say. Yep. With this level of legalism. Alright, okay. Anyway, hold on. Killing the dogs worked, but killing the cats who killed the rats caused it spread. Yeah, fair one. Yeah. Fleas would jump dogs, but killing the cats that kept the rats in check was stupid. Caused it keep spreading. Yeah. It's bizarre what they thought worked back then. But then it's all about increasing in knowledge, isn't it? What's the phrase? We stand on the shoulders of giants. Because if you took a collection of random people from society today and you just chuck them, I mean, there's programs about it, isn't there, and put them on a desert island and said, just there you go, survive, but you have no equipment, they'd be back to the Stone Age. They would be back to the Stone Age. No knives, no firelighting stuff. You have to do everything from scratch. They wouldn't be able to survive. Whereas the people, you take Stone Age people and put them in the same situation, they thrive. Because we've lost the capability of living in that area of technology. And it's only through progression. Yeah, standing on the shoulders of giants. We are indebted to the people that have gone before us. We're quite to the celebration. Wasn't it Isaac Newton that said that? One of his critics wrote him a letter saying that he thought that some of his work was plagiarized, and his response was, "My dear fellow, we all stand on the shoulders of giants. We all work off the work of others before us." Found a new friend, the Kaiser. Excellent. You might not declare war on us. What is this? Someone has bumped up there. I can outspend you, my fool. Yeah. 1,500 beyond him. Yeah, I think he dumped into his campaign fund. But we can dump a lot more. Longer may he reign. Uh-oh. Finally draws to a close with a revolt. Yep. Outbreak of war. That's quite the outbreak of war you've got there. 25,000 versus... What? Yeah, you fucked. Looks like we're going to have Kaiser Craft. Kaiser Craft. The Middle Eastern looking dude from I don't know where. Of the Kaiser-like revolt. What family are you? What happened here? How did you end up? Oh, it's this man. This man took a Middle Eastern woman. That's where the coloration came in. Interesting. Vinegar trap was useful for foot and mouth disease. Modern equivalent is still used. The Hamelin Piper was a rat catcher. Forte and all weird chalkhead. Yeah. Can't imagine the era of the plague, living back then. Let alone the lack of education and knowledge. Yep. I mean, we're all guilty of looking back and thinking how horrific it was. But then I suppose if you lived back then, anyone throughout the course of human development has always lived at the pinnacle of human development, because you've always been at the cutting edge. Even if you're in medieval times, I bet they looked back at the Dark Ages and thought, fuck that, I don't want to live back then. At least I had some kind of medical knowledge. At least you could cut a leg off and probably not bleed to death. And then going back further, I don't know, 1066 times or 876 times, you look back and you think, well, it's a good job that I'm not living in caves anymore. I don't know. Wonder if they knew about dinosaurs. Wonder if it went so far back that they were happy they weren't having to fend off giant mammals. Is the plague here yet? Because defensive pact? No. Defensive pact against the Black Death. Oh, there's going to be lots of people dying. There's going to be lots of people. I'm not surprised that you're in seclusion. However, you're going to be in seclusion for years. I mean, what would you do? Would you stockpile up? It'd be like a zombie apocalypse kind of affair, wouldn't it? And everybody, I don't care who you are, everybody has got their plans for the zombie apocalypse. What they're going to do, which supermarket they're going to raid, whereabouts in the country they're going to go. They've already eyed up all the weapon shops that they're going to raid. Newton said, if I see further, it's because I stand on the shoulders of giants. Yeah, that was it. Yep. Originally attributed to Bernard of Chartres. Okay. Didn't realise that. I did a paper once on Edwin Hubble, and ended up referring back to Isaac Newton for some reason, and that phrase popped up. I enjoyed it. Asia Minor ravaged by plague. When will it end? It will never end. Diligent? No, I think she became paranoid. She tried to make a diligent, she became paranoid. Yeah, she's gonna have demons. Uh oh. You are not gonna outspend me, honest. There, try beating that. How much money do you have? What income do you have? Wait, fair enough, he has a decent amount of income. Can I just kill you off? No, not really. Expanded sick house, excellent. We're going to need it for when the plague hits. Stupid plague. Separated wards is a thing, almost. That's a lot of money. Although the disease resistance does go up by a lot. Pharmacology. Why was I trying to say pharmacological? Pharmacological. I don't know. Pharmacology laboratory. Oh. Tech spread rate. That's a lot actually. Medical Academy. Disease resistance. Miltech. Let's go for the tech spread rate. It allows us. There are some places where we just can't build the same kind of things that we can build here, and it's just because the tech for that hasn't quite spread to the surrounding provinces. They should beat it into her. This game you can beat a trait into them via education. Yep. Yeah, I've seen that happen a few times. But then they end up hating you for it. So there you get the negative modifier of something like pushed me too hard or something like that. 121 ducats per month. 121 ducats per month. Who knew? Yep, begin a search for the artifact. Mahal sister. Go on then. Teutonic Order. Well, unless they're armed with microscopes and a stethoscope, they're not going to be able to fight back the Black Death, I think. No. It seems to have kind of halted a little bit. Hopefully it just stops here. I think we had certain waves of Black Death. I've already got just. But there is no. I don't want arbitrary. No. So I'll imprison him, but I'll let him out immediately. Also, who are you? Is there anyone that I want to keep in? No. Alright. Let them all out. Actually, they probably want to stay in my dungeon. Yeah, I'm going to let you out of dungeon. You can go home. Probably give it. It's probably more of a death sentence. Yeah, I'll send you back home to Black Death ravaged Middle East. I thank you for the safe return. Yeah, kind of. Marshal, let's put you back in here because you're amazing at it. And we do have retinue, so I might just put him on organize the army. Research cultural tech though. I don't need the hunting of apostates. And let's fabricate a claim. On you. We already have the city here, therefore we can push for the claiming of the county. We don't have anything here. So if we can take the county claim, grab that. Commander Brawl. Step drilling commanders has been fighting them the lack of discipline in your ranks. Damn it. Wait, did he just become... became rivals? Damn it. Do not become rivals with someone who could probably kick your ass. Maybe not. Personal combat skill of 2, personal combat skill of 3. It's close. Here, pop out as Midas Touch. I'd really like you to have babies. We could go back to war with this guy to push my daughter's claim. No, we'll stay out of Black Death territory for a while, I think. Negative trait, but a better effort. Yeah, fair enough. No, Black Death occurred more on smaller scale centuries before. Symptoms similar to plague in Athens. Yeah, it's it came in waves, didn't it? There was a lot of it kind of around here, in smaller, and then you had a really virulent form of it that swept. Okay, that swept. Oh, it's starting to die out here. Good. That swept through, and then there was another one a little bit later on that got all the way, pretty much the entirety of Europe, ended up Black Death. I gladly attend. Where am I going? Build a hospital. If I'm not doing anything, then I'll attend that. But I think I'm off to Black Death Land. Go for the Knights Hospitals of Jerusalem, Rhodes, Malta. They have the medical tech. I'm going to try and build my own medical tech up. We should. I mean, I wonder who has better medical tech than us. A better hospital. Let me click on the damn province. Better hospital than we have. I bet we have one of the best hospitals in the in all of Christendom right now. Or the best collection of hospitals. Take home? Why not? Translation. Nope. Pilgrims in. Nope. Library. Nope. Leper colony. Yes. Anything that gives some sort of disease resistance. What we're looking at here now. Local hospital provides 48% resistance to disease and major protection against depopulation. So we're less likely to lose prosperity when disease sweeps through. High disease resistance will make epidemic outbreaks less likely to occur in and spread into a county. Good. Right, it brings in no money, but having the ability to retain prosperousness is only going to help us in the long run. Also, who can we kill? I got them. Money or prestige? Let's go for the money. Let's spend more money on bits and pieces, i.e. more hospitals. You and my wife are 14 years old. What are we lacking in? Diplomacy, intrigue. What are you good at? Intrigue. We could go with an intrigue focus for her. We are Midas Touch. If we could turn her into Midas Touch as well and chuck our stewardship through the roof. Let's do that. Because half of her stewardship is added to our full stewardship plus our stewardship advisor to give us our state stewardship. And then the state stewardship is added to various and sundry numbers to give you stewardship for our own demands. Our stewardship bonus is currently plus 80%. Gotta pump those numbers. Oh, pump those numbers. How long till he kick the crap out of Norway? It'll be a few years. How long does this last for? Success conditions. Has ruled the realm in peace for 5 years. Will gain a stewardship and will receive a significant prosperity boost. I think it's already been about 3 years. I don't think I've ever done this. I want to see what it does. See the realm prosper. I also thought that the Black Death would be upon us, and we'd have to stay indoors and not go outside and play. But it hasn't caught to us yet. Not just yet, anyway. Jacob Chancellor, why do you hate me so much? Feuding families. All right. Too many held duchies. High burger. Can I choose to give you a gift? Yes. Right. You go and fabricate a claim. Hopefully you'll die. But yeah, Norway does need to have the poop kicked out of him quite aggressively. Feels weird when you as a player build the hospitals in preparation for Black Death despite, by the historical sense, no one knew it was coming. Yep. Rule knew for centuries in advance. Well, my wife died of the Black Death whilst we were pushing her claims, or trying to prop up the Byzantine Empire. So I'd like to think that we ran all the way home, and then we kind of like, I don't know, choked the majority of our treasury at people and said, right, I need to build these sort of buildings that confine sick people to one specific place. And our builders were very confused, and they went off and did it anyway. Who is this? Court chaplain. Yeah, that's alright. I mean, if it's a patrician, I'll go to war. I'll try and snaffle him. Also, is there anything else that I need to build in this? Guild barracks, heavy infantry. Like cav, light infantry and archers. Yeah, go on then, it's only 190 odd. And more hospital stuff. We will have the best hospital tech in the world. Maybe he's distraught at losing his wife. Like, I'll never lose another wife again. So keeping these children in our dungeons up here has probably saved their lives. What are you? Leader of the Valachian Revolt. Should be able to sell you off for a pretty penny. And my daughter. She gained ambitious. Excellent. And wife. She gained ambitious. Outstanding. +1 or +2 to every... I think it's +2. +2. Good stuff. She's looking good. Looking good. Becoming a just, or a chance of becoming just, or definitely gains diligent. Now diligent is a +1 to every single stat, so we'll go with definitely gaining. Diligent. Diligent and ambitious stacked on top of each other. +3 to every single one of her stats. Amazing. And she's strong. And she's a genius. And I'm going to go put babies in her. And hopefully we'll take them back out again. And she won't die in childbirth. Because that would make me sad. Unless she spits out a genius strong. Alright then, left-handed son. Imagine telling people in 800 AD we need to build hospitals. They'd ask you, exactly, yeah. You go back home. Oh, what? You go back home. Oh, weak. Alright, you can be a weirdo. And telling people you need a hospital. And trying to describe exactly what they were and how they would ever help. Right, first you need to know about germs. Let me regale you with tales of black deathness that I saw whilst I was in Byzantium. Cantonment? No. I'm sure we've already had one. Why am I getting that? Why am I getting that event pop up time and time again? Deceitful maybe, for betting. Pay for an artifact. Search annoyed religious authority, that's fine. We've inherited a barony, that's alright. We're of 15 to 15, there's no need to give it away. It'll just be adding to the amount of troops that we can raise. Are we nearly done with this yet? Should tell you when it started. Oh, he goes to war, this ambition will fail, the cavalry is taken again for 5 years. Global revolt risk is reduced by 1%. Excellent. Wife is pregnant. Whilst it's active, has ruled the realm in peace for 5 years. Good stuff. Game 1 stewardship. All realm provinces receive a significant prosperity boost. Don't think I'll ever do this again, but I want to see what it is. Also gives us a chance to excellent. Also gives us a chance to get claims sorted out. And my daughter became an intricate web weaver. Good. And my wife became Midas touched. So now it'll be half of her stewardship. It'll probably just be 10. Plus all of mine. Plus my councillor. Good. Which should have a knock-on effect on this. Stewardship plus 90% instead of 80%. Making 140 odd ducats. Okay, there is damn it, 140 ducats per month. Enough for quite the sizable mercenary army. And hospitals, because I'm still pining over my lost wife. But don't tell my new wife about that. Soup kitchens as well, and you. Alright, money. Briefly. Uh-oh, what? Died of poor health. Just died of poor health, alright. 42, that's not bad for 1279. They think the generation has already been born that will have an average lifespan of over 100. How weird is that? Excellent. My son, my strong son. Promising, but you can do better, woman. You can do better. Still adjust the bishop. Excellent. You need a counter on this. There needs to be a date when it started, or a date when it ends. Summer fair, why not? Why can't I ransom you? Probably doesn't have enough money for it. Special tithe, excellent. Takes about 145 to ransom you. Another special tithe. Right, that'll come down by a bit now that you're not at kingdom level title. Grand tournament. No. I roll in the most serene Republic of Denmarkia. Another special tithe. This guy is amazing. In the space of a year, like 2,400 ducats. Excellent. Fulfilled the ambition to see the realm prosper. So what did that do? It did say significant. Significant prosperity. I don't know. Become an emperor. Have 10 children. How many children do we already have? More than 5. Yeah, more than 5. We've come a long way. We have come a long way from having to import our royal family from stupid France. I don't think I can press my son's claim on England or France just yet. Because he'll end up going to France to be, or England, to be the King of France or England. I don't think it will stop him from occupying this slot. Also, there's no need for us to be that far ahead. I'll leave. More hospitals, please. City walls, why not? Let's do a round of being profitable as well. Town market. Castle town. Toll booth. Yep. No toll booth. I don't have a toll booth. Town market, castle town, toll booth, anything that's going to make us money directly. Even if some of this is going to end up going back to, like some of the castle holdings that we skipped past just then. Some of them are going to end up going to, where are we? Conjugal Behella. Where are you? Yeah. Some of those are going to end up getting fobbed off back to a random vassal. But if you're going to make more money, if we've invested in that barony into the castle town, and he's going to be making more money per month, it means that indirectly we get more money per month, but also he gets more money for developing his province. So it works. Speculate to accumulate and all that. What have you done here? What is this? Sure, the generation has been born that will be less intelligent than previous generations. Yeah, that's a given, pretty much. Maybe not less intelligent, but just less aware of the things that are going on around them. Excellent. But yeah, probably less intelligent as well. You're right. I don't know. The current crop of youngsters, not youngsters, but youngsters as in the ones that are just turning 14, 15, the ones that are the next generation to make the big hit, the big splash in the world, the ones that will push us forwards. They seem to be very much split down the middle. Some of them are as dumb as a brick and oblivious, and some of them are really smart. It's weird. It is really weird. That's unfortunate. Let's give you a toll booth. And Castle Town. I just stumbled into this live stream. Can you tell me a little bit of yourself and the channel? The channel is mostly grand strategy, EU4. I'm just getting back into CK2. Most of my hours spent have been EU4. Let's have a look. Europa Universalis, if I can speak because words are hard. Almost 3,000 hours. So I know what I'm doing with Europa Universalis. I'm more teachy in that regard when it comes to that game. Crusader Kings 2, 1,600 hours. Getting back into it, but it's a lot of fun. Picking up the basics again, not basics, but the in-depth strategies used in CK2, so I can put a little bit on my channel. Also, games like Ultimate General Civil War. That's a grand strategy kind of. It's good. I like it. I like the historical aspect of it. A little bit of RuneWorld, hoping to bring that to the channel at some point. Maybe throw some subscriber names in there and such. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Also a little bit of Football Manager. I think I did a series on that, which was pretty cool. But yeah, just chilling out with some live streaming. I did about a year's worth on YouTube without the capability of being able to live stream, so got the talking kind of down, and just been live streaming since end of February, I think, end of February this year. So I haven't got to the point where there's a dedicated schedule just yet or anything like that. I'm still getting used to being able to talk and interacting with chat over the course of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, which is really cool. Love it. And yeah, that's about it. Those countries have a better education quality than us and are unaffected by our ideals. Not the same low quality education as we do. Yeah, whenever anyone says, like with the race thing, when people say, oh well, the white man earns more than the black man, it's like, well, the Asian man earns more than the white man. Are they racist as well? No, it's because they have better education qualities, because they I don't know, it's a culture thing, isn't it? They push their children into schools, and when you're in school, it's like being in some sort of military school where failure is not accepted. We now have a new subscriber. Oh, thank you, Riley. Hope to. What you get? What kind of games are you into? What prompted you to press the button that said Crusader Kings 2 Hip Mod Denmark Merchant Republic? Why do you think we get all our programmers for Silicon Valley or our engineers from Asian countries? They will survive past the decline of the West prospering. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but then every empire falls, doesn't it? But it falls. Empires fall in a heap of debauchery and nonsense. Roman Empire fell apart just because standards slipped. Every single empire falls because standards slip, and cracks start to appear and things start to fragment. Whereas on the lead up to the Rome's ultimate power, they were, well, all discipline, wasn't it? And then they started allowing auxiliaries in everywhere and shipping people out. It's weird. It's really weird. Also, England's not a... England is a... This is England now. There used to be a France. Fairly certain there used to be a France down here. How did you inherit France? What happened to the France king? France. Kingdom level title. History. Installed by faction demand. Because it was the same family. Somehow it was the same family that owned the Kingdom of England and Kingdom of France, but they were separate kingdoms. It looks like a faction has installed the King of England as the King of France as well, which is going to be weird because our son, our heir, has weak claims on both of the kingdom level titles due to his mother, I think. My ex-wife, who was the lunatic, the frail, agile lunatic, who was your parent was the... No, your brother. Your brother was the King of England there, and the King of France. So your father was the King of England. Right. Interesting. Whew. Asians have much higher standards for their education. So they're very, yeah. And that's the thing. If you have a society that values education, then you're going to prosper and you're going to move forward. It almost seems in the past 20 years that people look down their noses at geeks. People look down their noses at people who are mega well educated or have put the effort in. It seems like in today's culture, being a bit of a waster, I don't know, it appears to be a cool thing, and I've never got that mindset. I've never been able to understand it. Like Paradox Games, I know this one YouTuber called Pravos Gaming, and he's been playing Apocalyptic Crusader Kings. So this channel, I just wanted to check it out. Oh cool, Apocalyptic Crusader Kings. Is that a mod? I might have to have a look at that. Yeah, this is the hip mod at the moment. There's another mod I want to try out called Crusader Kings 2 Plus. And Apocalyptic Crusader mod. I'll just type that in and have a little quick look at it. If I can spell it. Apocalyptic Crusader Kings 2. I'll keep that in a tab and I will look at that after I've finished this. Sounds quite good. So yeah, we're just doing Merchant Republic at the moment. We started at the 1066 start. We got the King of Denmark, and then in the hip mod, in this screen here, you get a load of events that you can do within the first year, and one of the events is convert to a Merchant Republic. You need to be feudal. You need to have your capital on the coast. You need to be of the Christian group, and you can split off as a Merchant Republic. And we did, and so we ended up with this lump here. And what was it called? The Serene Republic of Sheerland, which had a really good colour, really nice colour. It was like really light blue, more light blue than this. And so we were just this, and then we pressed claims to the point where we grabbed the Kingdom of Denmark. And we've just been building up there as a Merchant Republic. And as a country this big, we're now able to field a 22,000 strong army. And we have an income of 132 ducats, which means when we go to war, we drag a lot of mercenaries with us because we can afford to. Usually like to ask YouTubers to play a certain scenario in games like in Hearts of Iron 4 to place a communist America, or playing Kaiser Reich. The EU4 plays custom nations and stuff like that. Okay. The mod is called After the End. Yeah, it popped up with the first thing that came up after the end, Crusader Kings 2 wiki. This thing. So I'm going to have a look at this probably after the stream. And see what it's all about. The little family grows. I like it. Spymaster. Let's grab somebody who actually likes us. Yeah, you can be thrown in as Spymaster for the moment. And now that we're beyond that, let's see the realm prosper. Let's go kick some teeth in, shall we? What claims do we have? 5 week claims. Let's just declare war on this fool. Why do you have such little retinue? Your vassals don't like you. Your vassals do not like you at all. Why? Your prestige. Your prestige is in the toilet. Go by rank. I mean, some of it, no. Some like him, some don't. Are you a family member or something? Oh, your faction is pleased. And you're defending against infidels. What? Defending against a grave conqueror? So... Alright, so he's lost a lot of troops to this war. I'll just declare war. Declare war to seize the city of Moor. No, just outright seize Moor. We've already been to war with him or his predecessor once to seize the city. With merchant republics, you can make a trade post. Once you've made a trade post in a province, another country's province, you can go to war with them to seize the city, which we did. And then from that, once your cooldown has gone, you can seize the entire province in a separate war. So that's what we're going to do now. Just outright. Ooh. No, I don't need trade posts. So yeah, you can seize other merchant families, trade posts in them as well. Seize more. And I'm fairly certain we can do this with our standing retinue. I don't think we need to piss off our vassals too much. In fact, we might even be able to just raise some mercenaries. Do have a siege leader that we can put in charge, just to make things happen that little bit quicker. We do. The plus 40% to siege. Again, brilliant. If you can pick them up, even from outside your realm. Just type in siege up here. Within Diplo range, within that will join the court. And pick up as many as you can. What about you to go? Might not make him a commander immediately, but I'd rather him be in my court than someone else's court. That's the Sprocodes landing back on us, tired, hungry, ready to be pampered. You thought Dylan was demanding. Dylan isn't demanding. Dylan sleeps all the time. I was write down a plague house with hints. That's fair enough. After the end is post-collapse America. Alright. A lot of pop culture references, and you can choose factions like Republic of California or Free Denver. Sounds interesting. What kind of troops can you raise? No, we're good. We're good with the troops that we've got here, especially with it being heavy infantry orientated. He's not going to be able to attack into us. 3 provinces. Oh. And sometimes the music dies off. What is this? What is this? What are you? Smallpox. It's alright. It's just glorified chickenpox. And my left-handed daughter requires education and intrigue. I think that's pretty much all we need. But we'll get taking more score from this. All I could do with hitting him. Who have you found? A random hunchback that you think is a really good commander. Who's now dead. Alright. How weird. The King of Poland wants the... Is he a son? Nope. Your ward? No. Let's not. I would just jump on the capital. Still with the siege leader in charge. See, we're still with the siege leader in charge. Good. Should be able to get through his capital quite quickly. We might be able to capture some people. Get them sold off for a profit. State Inquisitor. Oh, you can have that. Let's go by rank. Might be able to get you into the green numbers. Why do you hate me so much? Faction, faction, faction. Wants a seat on the council. Well, it's not my fault that you didn't do well at school. Dill's not demanding. If you aren't demanding, you should see my dog. Yeah, dogs are demanding. Oh, grandson. An agile grandson. I think that's why I like cats. They don't need you to get involved in their lives. But sometimes they just choose for you to be in it anyway. Which is nice. Whereas dogs, they just, I don't know, they're a bit too needy for me, the dogs. Also, at some point you're going to have enough money to ransom yourself, aren't you? I should wait. Oh, wonderful news. In fact, why am I not just release them all? Just get rid of them. Don't need them. I don't need to be making the money off prisoners. I don't need to be micromanaging that tab. We have more than enough money coming in per month, every month. Speaking of money, let's grab more heavy infantry. And I'm loath to invest in my trade posts now. After the Doge stealing certain trade posts off us when we failed to get our dude elected. I really want to be increasing trade posts for him to steal more of them. So do port there and here. The top holdings, the type of holdings that we're not going to lose. University. I've got city walls for you. And fortifications there. If it's a barony, I know that we're probably not going to be able to, we're not going to be keeping it. City walls will do. So we'll just go with what's cheap. There we go. Would you ever play a game like Fallout or the new God of War for the channel? I've heard a lot about God of War. Isn't it just for the PlayStation? I'm waiting for Bannerlord. Mountain Blade Bannerlord to come out. I will be all over that like a tramp on hot chips when that comes out. Used to love, absolutely love Mountain Blade. But it's been delayed for, I don't know, it's been delayed since I was a little child. It seems like they're always pushing it back. But then I suppose they don't want it to be like recent games that have come out that are you know, mile wide and inch deep. They want to get all the stuff right, or do things correctly. Proposed at random courtier. No. Also betrothal. No, I've already said no. Betrothal Camaro, what are you? Duchess. with a random courtier. Why do you want this courtier? Ah, go on then. We inherited the barony of whom? Where? This one. Inherited this barony. Right, fob you off to a random vassal. Guys, just like give me a toy and put my phone down and get lost. I don't need you. Yeah, with cats, you get as much out of cats as you put into cats. I found that a lot. So, because I'm at home most of the time, or have been at home most of the time, as Dylan was growing up, we get on quite well. He has to follow me around everywhere. Alas, the war detains me. Okay. Do you play only only PC games? Yep. Yeah, I only play PC games. I know there's other channels that kind of diversify and do Xbox games and PlayStation games, but I don't know. Also, how are you able to raise these many troops now? But yeah, one day I might. It seems unlikely though. I mean, there's enough to go on with PC games. Let's grab vassal levies. You lot can stand down. We can use you lot here. We'll scoop these up. Probably end up having to take the province back and move on from there. Play with me some more, now rub my belly. Yep. Yeah, they can be a bit demanding. Alright, you lot, hit them. Let's put nobody in charge. It's 2-1. That should be a win. And if you want to sit on... No, he's not sitting on his island. He's getting on his boats and he's going. Alright, let's take that back. And that. And let's move up here to counter where they're going to get off their boats. Get off here. Alright. These are just vassal levies. I don't mind wasting them on assaulting down things that they'll probably struggle against. I'll keep my retinue safe. But if I can keep my vassals weak, I'll do that. And lots of stuff being built. Excellent. How are you stood on top of us? Where are you? How can I not get to you? Why is this not a thing? He must have been shattering past us. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why we're not hostile to this guy. And I don't know why he's attacking to us. He's not. So what's happened? What's going on? Weird things are afoot here. Teutonic Order, fair enough. Chance of becoming kind or definitely becoming frail. Let's just take a chance on oh damn it, she became frail anyway. That's it, 100% done. Let's enforce those demands and just get ourselves away. He's fighting on 2 fronts. 3 fronts. Now back down to 2. How many kids do I have? None that I know of. I have a nephew, and that's about it. I have a nephew and cats, and that's about it for my liking. Oh, kids, they ruin your sleep. And I really like my sleep. I really like my sleep. Also, what happened here? You are the king of the duke at the moment. You're rival. Yeah, you're not king level until you're properly split away. Of Hertogdom Nidschakien. Alright. Interesting. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, has France popped out? No, France hasn't popped out. It looks like he's gone to this screen. He probably had both kingdom titles, and he went to the other screen and made France primary. York. Defending against France, yeah, not surprised. Don't think you can win that. Although, how many people are you fighting? You seem to be in trouble there. 27,000 men, though. Should be able to sort himself out. Oh, in the game? Fair enough. Fair enough. We have 4 alive children. One died to poor health, age 6. But she wasn't anything. We have our son, who we have fully placed all the eggs in this basket. Hopefully he comes to the fore with weak claims on both England and France, and we can go and claim them. Instead of for other people, we can go claim them for ourselves. Which is going to be... It's going to be like when we claimed Denmark. And then we were waiting for the feudal lords to rise up against us. It's going to be exactly that. Actually, let's fob you off. It's going to be like that. Because all of these are going to be feudal. Either England or France. And we're going to have to wait until they rise up. So that we can go to war with them. Win the war. Win the revolt. Put them in our prison. Revoke their titles off them. Or we're going to end up with a horrific amount of titles. We're going to be over our demands limit by, I don't know, 30. But only then can we start partitioning up the likes of, well, it's all France now, partitioning up France into their direct vassals. No, let's go for de jure vassal, de jure duchies. Yeah, partitioning them up into the de jure duchies, so that the republics that we release are manageable. Or we could flip our main title to France or England. France, what is your... I think France cultural building is cavalry. Is it heavy cavalry? Jousting list. Yeah, heavy cavalry. English is heavy infantry. And the Danish is heavy infantry as well, I think. Yeah, heavy infantry. So, Denmark or England, we still stay with the heavy infantry focus, which is the focus that I like. I want to play European Versailles, but I don't have a good enough computer, and there's so many DLCs to make the game super fun. Yep. I used to play this on a laptop, so it's not massively demanding. It is when you get later into the game. I'll give you that much. It does start to chug, but it's not like lag is going to get you killed. Your wife might get you killed. Your genius, paranoid wife. That I don't know. There are many ways that you can get killed in this game, but lag won't be one of them. You really love Stellaris. It's one game that I haven't really touched upon. It seems, I don't know, it seems a bit weird to me. I think there's the basis of a really good game there, but there are a few flaws that I think need ironing out. A bit like a lot of the Paradox games when they initially come out. They're kind of the bare bones. And they need that X amount of years worth of DLCs in development and for the modding community to get their hands on it before it really becomes a brilliant game. Look at Mayo and Taxes for CK, for Europa Universalis. Absolutely changes the game. Flips the whole development on its head, turns it into population. It was what it should have been. Anyway, I don't really want Jerusalem. I won't mind grabbing the Crusader trait. Do we not have the Crusader trait? We do not have the Crusader trait. Do I need the Crusader trait? Temple Vassal Opinion. Oh, we're still alright. Let's open the gates. There we go. Just been shut behind our gates forever. Yep, have four kids in the game. And our sibling, I need to marry off. We need to marry you off to a 20-year-old genius. There you go. You need to continue having kids as well. I think this is what I fell down with before, when our dynasty kind of almost wiped itself off the face of the earth. I'd not been marrying my brothers off, so I was very dependent on the children that I was having. Parent. I'll give you genius. About quick. So marrying the males off of our family, the geniuses. I think that needs to be done every now and then. Chancellor. Chancellor can be you. Why do you not like me? Coward, raise levies, high burger obligation, abandon the commoners. Yeah, well, I've got a castle, and that's what I can do. Let's have you fabricating claims upon this. Excellent. Prosperity increases. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Slavs was fun, but I hated the 2.0 patch that removed many of the fast and light methods. Gave up on Stellaris Galactic Civilization 3 is looking great though. Like 10 base games. New intrigue expansion really makes the game amazing. Okay. What's the last space type game I played? Don't know. I'd have to go back quite a way. Something like Sins of a Solar Empire or something like that. That was quite a few years ago. On Eve as well. I used to play Eve. That almost destroyed my life. My daughter, no. Excellent. Can we get more retinue? More heavy infantry retinue. There we go. Love it. And let's do another spree of building if we can. Town market, yes please. City fortifications, why not? Why are you the top holding there? Because you're not prosperous enough yet to flip to build a city. Right, okay. Well, we'll give you city fortifications, why not? And town market. Continue with the fortifications. Give you a port. And another port. It's direct income, this. Go for the guild wall. Guild hall, should I say. And more fortifications. And more. What is this? Where are you? This is the city holding. Don't want to be building a university there. Don't think we're good. It's not close enough to our capital, really. Go training ground. And our house. More heavy infantry if you don't mind. And then we're into merchant ports. I don't need to build up my trading ports just yet. We might do. Might do soon. Add a lot more features. Make it a little less. Making it more like a turn-based Stellaris. There are quite a few options Stellaris doesn't have. There's also Sins of Solar Empire. It's 1.91. Okay. Never played Eve. Looked interesting. Still not much of the whole Starships game and space battles. Yeah, it was. I liked the fact that I liked the depth of Eve. But I don't know. You soon come across dickheads though. It's multiplayer. It's multiplayer, isn't it? Masters of Orion. Yeah, I think I've got Masters of Orion somewhere. I think they sold off an earlier version of Masters of Orion to try drum up support or sales of the one that they brought out last year, I think. Yeah, it doesn't. The game was broken on release. Oh, that's why they tried drumming up support with it, and it was broken. Age of Empires 4 is coming out. I don't know. That's a weird one, Age of Empires 4. Because apart from updating the graphics, what new stuff can you bring to Age of Empires 4? Age of Empires even? Defending in Water Revoke. Okay. We'll see. Also, hospitals. Got the leper colony. No, hospital. And another leper colony. And a library, why not? And we've run out of money. A bit like an update to Lemmings or something like that. Do you remember playing Lemmings back in the day? It's like how much further could you push it? What new stuff could you bring to it? So have you collecting taxes in the capital? What are you up to? 23,000. And my grandson is strong. Excellent. So have you educated in the ways of the thrift? I will hold a summer fair, why not? Do we have Gregarious? We do not have Gregarious. We might be able to pick it up. Good Archer. Don't really want Paranoid. Also, Norway. Declare war to seize outright that. Got 6,000 heavy infantry here. We can add via our vassals another 9,000. That should be more than enough. We'll keep ourselves strong relative to our vassals, so we'll not use our personal levy. It's all about weakening your vassals just to the point where they're a little bit mad, but not mad enough to do silly things. Like this is a little bit mad. When these get to about 10, 15, that's a little bit mad. At that point it's about time to end the war. What is this? Who has declared war upon you? Fourth Catholic Crusade. Alright. So you've joined the crusade of your own volition. Is that possible? Can vassals join a crusade of their own volition? Yeah, they can. Interesting. I wonder if that's just for merchant republics? Or just for republics? Interesting. If you like RTS games, there's a game Ashes of the Singularity. Yeah, I've heard of that. Wargame Red Dragon and Wargame Airland Battle. Still pretty good for their age, and Red Dragon, at least don't know about ALB. Houseplay still playing multiplayer, yeah. As I'm kind of waiting for Bannerlord. That is going to absolutely rock my world. Also, where the hell have you got 13,000 troops from? Thankfully, we have all the heavy infantry. I think the red numbers denote that we have far too much heavy infantry in that. Slightly unbalanced. Heavy infantry leader, right, front and centre. With the majority of the heavy infantry. We'll chuck you on one flank, we'll chuck you on the other, will we? Will we not? I think so. Yeah, have fun. They're only Norwegians. Actually no, the Norwegian armed forces are really good. We did a lot of work with them. What did I just get here? Nothing. Someone else got it. Right. Once we're into the melee phase, we should hit hard. Yeah, okay, good. That was a bit dicey. Let's take that back. And that. And an extra 100 gold. I remember the times when 100 gold seemed like a big deal. Now we make that in less than a month. Do we? We used to. We do have troops raised at the moment, and we are reinforcing our levy. Reinforcing our retinue, should I say. Still have the old mountain blade. Bought it out of a plastic bucket at a game shop. Didn't like Ash, so I hit it with Helps Find 3 of the bomb, and they came back. Oh, I've done that a few times. With second-hand games, and it's a game that you've really wanted, but you don't have the money on you right now, so you kind of you take it to somewhere else in the shop, and you hide it with the PlayStation games or something. Do you need to conquer Norway and Sweden before 1440? I could do with it, yeah. I could do with conquering this stuff pretty quickly. Thing is, with merchant republics, you can't really. You can only expand as quickly as your chancellor can grab those claims. It's like a province at a time. I mean, they do have the mechanic of going to war for trade posts and then trade posts to city, and then city into whole province, which does a really good job of forcing that city to the top of the pile. Can we fight us? No, gotta go somewhere else. Court Chapelain, that can be you. Feudal obligations. Clergy obligation. Let's go for that. Get some more taxes from them. Are we getting any taxes from church tax? No, not really. Oh, I was just siege through everything there. That's alright. We'll take the rest of this province. We'll take the top hold in the province, which is going to be the most difficult to take anyway, and then we'll go hit him. Yep, everyone's in place. Let's go. Yeah, I think our retinue pulls us out of the shit every single time. Our heavy infantry retinue. Once we get into the melee phase. Now who's this? A patrician. Let's imprison you. Raise a flag in rebellion. Excellent. Means I can kill you off. Another court chapelain. Good. Can we throw a siege guy in charge? Briefly. And get this sieged out before we have to fight that Norwegian army again. Yep, deliver him to my dungeons. Don't really have to fight his forces again, especially if we're going to have to fight a rebellion. There we go. Done. Offer peace. Force our demands. And we nibble a little bit of Norway. Now we need to go and fight this fool, who's got quite a few troops actually. Let's also raise our personal levy. That should be more than enough. Who am I fighting? Monthly bonds of minus 24 ducats per month. That probably means he's raised quite a few mercenaries. Probably the White Company. 10,000 maybe? 6,000 raised. Okay. We should be able to go to the mercenaries tab and see exactly who he's hired. Republic of Pisa. Here we go. So majority pikemen. Multi-cost of 40 ducats. Alright. Didn't expect that. Alright. Everybody group up. Heavy infantry leader in the center. You on one flank. You on the other. That's fine. 18 into 10,000. Should have more than enough. Yeah, you should have brought heavy infantry, man. You brought pikemen to a heavy infantry party. Didn't even get out of... No, we'll just... Yeah, we'll let it there. Didn't even get out of the skirmish phase though. Of course, we didn't hire any mercenaries. I was expecting that we'd hired mercenaries, but we hadn't. That was just all our own levy. Excellent. Let's get you away. Let's... Halfton. Can execute you. Yeah. That's what happens when you rise up. You can be my court physician. Inquisitor, that can be you. And in terms of rank, why do you like me? Raise levies, want seat on council. That's not going to be a thing. There we go. Have a cheap price for the hours you can sink into Mountain Blade and hotspot. Yep. Yep. What do I think about the money that I've spent on European Universalis, CK2, and the DLCs that go with it, and then you divide it by the hours that I've played? It's been mega efficient. Mega efficient. Also got some older strategy games from the same bucket. Rise of Nations. Oh, Rise of Nations. I've heard that. I've heard of that. A lot of my older games are on discs. I just didn't transfer them over to being on Steam. Just it's too much of a pain in the arse. Which proves the kind of proves the Steam monopoly on gaming, doesn't it? And if your game isn't put on Steam, then you're losing out. Why have I got you? Because I haven't built the it's not prosperous enough just yet. And where are you? This, right, keep. City fortifications. I can't build the market or the court or whatever it is here. All I need is the ports. Then it's usually city fortifications or city walls. I don't really need to use my cities for men. Although I will build keeps. And the baronies that I have. I'll go on then. Why have I got you? For reasons unknown. Still, keep is better than nothing. And it's ball stable, why not? There we go. Easy way to blast through 3,000 ducats. 3 hours late. Nope. Only 2 hours and 52 minutes. And where can we go back to war with you? Right now. Okay. Let's seize a trade post and then turn that into seizing of other things. Trade post, trade post. All those are trade posts. Let's go. Nope, go away. Should just need retinue for this. Who are we fighting? What are we fighting? Yeah. I'll just use retinue for this. Allow the vassal levies raised too long to burn off. We'll put siege leader in charge. Fortifications, and how are you getting on with this revolt? 73% in favour of Jarl Arnfast the Clueless. Jarl Arnfast the Clueless. You might win this. Is this an independence war? War to revoke Pseudomania. Right. We'll keep that in mind. Excellent. What is this? Yeah, okay. So we're taking that trade port directly for our family. I think it's the only way that we're going to push beyond, because we can't go out and build trade posts now. It's going to be a case of going out and seizing them, and that way we should be able to push our trade post up into the 20s, 30s. Can I go to war with you? Seize the city. No. Let's not declare a war on him just yet. Just allow that to calm down a little bit. Seizing city, seizing city. We already have the trade posts around here. I think I made sure that they were ours as well. That's ours. That's ours. That's someone else's. I don't really want to be pressing for other people's claims on cities, but if need to be, I might do it. How do you use retinue? Well, firstly, you need the I don't know, what was it, DLC for retinue? I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. But your retinue are here. I personally think that the retinue that will give you the most heavy infantry is the best, because I think that heavy infantry win engagements. Everything is dependent on them. But you start with, let's move you out of the capital, because they'll pop in the capital. And they come in lumps of 250, but they start with 1 troop. And this guy will reinforce and reinforce and reinforce and reinforce until he gets to 250. And then at the full rate at the moment. It will cost quite a lot whilst he's reinforcing. Whilst he's grabbing troops. But once he's sat at fully reinforced, this retinue upkeep will come down. And they are a standing force. When you bring all of your troops down, your retinues are up, and they always have morale. It's good if you're fighting in an era with Viking raids. You can split them and have 1,000 here and 1,000 here and 1,000 ready to stomp on any raids. And it's good for bulking up your armies. Where was that? Let's have you fobbed off onto somebody. As long as you've got the money for it, I would well recommend retinues. Also, son, have you had any children yet? You've had 3 children. Superb. How much money were we making? 140 a month. A daughter was born. Okay. So what's our level of... Right, you have smallpox. Level 3 hospital. 29% resistance to disease and a medium protection against depopulation. Right. I don't think we've got in our capital. We don't have smallpox in our capital at the moment. 50% resistance to disease. Interesting. It's like, kind of does work. If your hospital level is high enough. Who can we imprison? No one. Alright. Yep, still damn it. Ingrid, my frail daughter. You could be on intrigue. Make it an amazing assassin. And my quick son. Excellent. Yep, definitely making money. And with money you can, well, you can win Warzone. All the mercenaries that we want. If the war kicks off right now, we can raise 23,000 troops immediately. That includes our retinue. We can then go to the merchant mercenary market, and let's just go by total strength. 17,000 light infantry, 500 upfront cost with a monthly cost of 52. Yep, we could get 2 of those. Well, we can't get 2 because once they've hired, they hired. 11,000 the White Company. What's that? 28,000 troops. Pressing this button and this button, and we'd still be making a profit. Added to our 23,000. So we may be small, but our money making capabilities mean that we can roll against the biggest superpower in Europe at this time. But we're just biding our time, just until our son comes of age with his claims on the Kingdom of England and the Kingdom of France. I could do with dying off now, actually. How old am I? 47. My son's at 31. Excellent. In fact, can we declare war on you again? Nope. Can we declare war on you yet? Nope, not yet. Slowly but surely we'll nibble our way up. Sweden and Norway. Take back what was rightfully ours. Who's not doing the job? Nobody. Let's build some more hospital stuff as well. You're maxed out. Soup kitchen, why not? A little bit of disease resistance. Library, yeah, okay. My keep has been built. Alright. Nope, nope. I mean, it is a lot weak. These epidemics, they are getting weaker. Is that all our hospital levels are doing a job? Nope, get away. Let's build in our house. It's more stable. Why the hell not? Nope, get away. I'm not selling off my children. Let's do ship focus. Where you go? What's this? Secluded with courtiers. Well, we'll open the gate soon. Once this one has vanished, we'll open gates. There we go. And to hold the summer fair to celebrate the end of the smallpox. Okay, okay, okay. Nope, good archer. We shall give him a chance. We're still reinforcing our retinue. What else can we do? Grand tournament. Oh, why not? Why not? Not getting involved in this one though. Last time I got involved in this tournament, I ended up getting killed. Oh, okay. No, I look forward to watching and not getting killed, thank you very much. My son gained the trait Deceitful. And my daughter is Quick. Good. Excellent. Good. Shall indeed find her someone nice, but we won't really. Who are you? Random Alright. Loses Zealous. Nope, Zealous is quite good. When can we go to war with you? 94, what about you? 97. What are you? Attacking France. It's like the Kiwi flag. Nope, I rule. Unfortunately, if I press my son's claim against France, my son's going to end up leaving my court. Can't seize the city of Sandwich though. Nope, go away. And you as well. So whilst my son is the big cheese, he can then press his claim. Only then. But he needs to live. So fair, why not? Nope. Special minor titles, no. We'll grab the extra bits of prestige. And some more hospitals. Doesn't bring any money in, but if we can keep prosperity high when an epidemic sweeps through. Speaking of prosperity high, no, you're only level 1. Then we'll make more money. And there's more of a chance of getting the event to add another holding. Wants to kill who? My spy master. What are you trying to do? Discredit. No, I don't care. Don't care about that. Donating to the Teutonic Order. We lose gold, but we gain loads of piety. Temple vassal opinion goes up by 10. How's my temple vassal opinion? Temple vassal opinion is actually quite high. Why? Free investiture from hospital buildings plus 32. So the more hospital buildings you build, the more they like you. Excellent. I had no idea the hospital buildings. Crown of Pearls, Crown of Lilies. Go Crown of Pearls instead. I had no idea that the hospital buildings had an effect on your temple vassal opinion. I mean, it kind of makes sense. But being able to keep temple vassal opinion high means they pay their taxes to me instead of the Pope. So, in reality, building hospital buildings is profitable. Good. And next year, our truce with Mr. Sweden man. Or woman, he might be a woman by now, is over. I'm going to start leading armies because I would like you to you're married, you're not. Let's get you married to a genius. Right. Started saying something there, and I totally forgot what I was on about. That's on the fair? Okay, we might pick up Gregarious. How does your prosperity and morale compare to your neighbours? Ooh, interesting. Ooh, nice. 25% gregarious? No. I don't know what my prosperity... I don't know how I'd gauge it. Economy, maybe? I mean, economy is quite good everywhere. I mean, it is solid green in all of our provinces. Opinion, dynasties, no. Let me just look versus this. So no hospital, prosperity of 1. Hello, 2 hospital. And it's flourishing. No hospital, no hospital. No hospital. Yeah, it doesn't look like the... I mean, some of them they'll build hospitals, some of them they haven't. The majority of them haven't built hospitals. We concentrated our hospital buildings in like this area. But as you get out to the fringes of our country. Oh, you've built hospitals as well. I haven't built hospitals here. This guy in this duchy, with his money, has built up his own set of hospital buildings. Here, here, and here. What about you? Level 1 hospital. Nothing there. Level 1 there. Nothing there or there. So people are starting to build hospitals. Let's get you going. If there's one built, you might add to it. Let's at least lay the foundations. All hospitals there. What about you? Right. Only costs 100 gold to start hospital building off. There's no reason why we shouldn't have one. Even if it's built in someone else's land, i.e. my vassal's land. Okay. If it's built, they might upgrade it. Nope. Someone has just been kicked out. Okay. If we grab more retinues, we can. It's going to be about 7,000 retinue though. It says 14, but heavy infantry are classed as a weight of 2, I think. Yep. We shall point out the wealth. Build more temples to praise the Lord. My other son, ambitious? Proud. Yeah, proud's not so bad. Temples as in temple holdings. I don't think we have any holdings. Oh, we do. And we actually do need to build a temple here. Build a city here. City here. There's a number of spare holdings that we've got. We need a city. Let's get you built. Shall obligate the vassal. I will gladly attend whatever the hell that flag was. Someone in France, I think. Another city built there. We need another city built here that's going to cost 600. From Landgraf. Yeah, full support, why not? It's in the hit, Jory. Might dismantle them a little bit. What is this? No, go away. Stop. I think that was my daughter, who became an elusive shadow, which will help out with plots. And let's get the city being built there. Nope. Also, Mr. Sweden man. Let's seize that city. I think just the retinue will do it. Shouldn't need to piss off my vassals too much. Excellent. Oh, that's a lot of money. My grand city. I need to live long enough to allow this truce to be over and done with. Who has a trade port here? Somebody else. Alright, we'll use it. We'll also use the Jews. Take a huge loan. Take a large loan. I'll take a medium loan. Don't want to be in debt at all for any length of time. Oh, what's that? You've used this opportunity to spam your campaign fund. Clever go. Or should be good. That's one of the loans paid back, I think. Repay medium loan. There you go. We should be able to pay back the majority of these loans without ever getting to the point where we have to pay interest. Excellent. And we'll pay interest in paying it back. As in, it costs more to pay back, of course. Nope, stop trying to steal my children. It's creepy. Also, it looks like we have a temple underneath us we need to get rid of. Where are you? Here. Nope, fob you off. But we'll build a church down in order to help you on your way. That'll be interesting. How much loan do we have left? Just one huge loan. The revenue through a family has so little, while the wealth of the other patrician families grows ever larger. Surely some fair distribution of wealth cannot be in the Republic's best interest. Would you consider transferring some trade ports from another family into our capital lands? From another family. Inform the patrician that we will have to part with some of his trade posts. Who? You. 13 of 8. Let's do it. Seems I'm left with little choice. I'm sure the trade posts will suffer under their incompetent rule. If you think this best, I will transfer them over to his family, paupers and malcontents. Alright, so you lost 3 trade posts, and someone over here picked up those 3. Fair enough. It's probably best spreading the wealth out, as opposed to one family grabbing lots of it. Also, get off my land. Excellent. Let's have you lot standing down. And something has been built somewhere. You. We can pop you off. And we need to fob you off as well. What are you? Who are you? Yassenborg. Transfer vassalage. Yassenborg. Done. What are you? You're underneath me anyway. Fair enough. City has finished in Ranriki. Where are you? I can't see anymore. Good. Not so good. Hilarious. He's probably coming down to try hit the siege, the stray port. Got hit by a host, I think. Yep. And the Danish culture is spreading a lot further. Take them all prisoner. That includes you. That's our peace. That's done. So we're now at the city. So from here, we can go claim the entire province, and it'll should push the city to the top. Let's give away. Are you a barony? No. Are you a barony? No. But I can give you away. I'll give you a town market first though. More retinue? No, not quite. Nope, get away. Stop trying to steal my children. It's weird. Put myself in charge of this one. It's getting to the point where I wouldn't mind if I died off. Random vassal. Random ambitious vassal. No, I'll be alright. 3 revolts, 2 revolts. Oh, of course, still got that giant loan. Pay the huge loan. Toggle loading decisions. What else do I need to do? You can hold off. Males of the family, are you all married? Is your son married? He's not. Let's get married off to genius. There we go. And just everybody died out. Yeah. Oh well. How's the family looking now? 12 living members. Lol. How many of them are proper though? Of the right house. Just this lump here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 living legible males. If it splits off and it's a woman, then obviously they take up their husband's name, the husband's house. Died in dungeons, murdered. Oh dear. It's been quite the family. And one of the family became a Basilius. An emperor of some sort. Maybe the HRE. Yep. One of our family members, kind of, sort of. Well, his mother was of our house. Became the Basilius. Interesting. Weird how it works. So reinforcing at the full rate. In terms of vassal levies, we're looking quite good. Little state of my daughter. Uh oh. She'll flatter and soothe him. Whilst Norway. 97. This month. This year even. Your son gained the trait Novice Fighter. Good. And you can marry. Off you go. Genius and Agile. Excellent. Now we can hold a summer fair. Go for it. Let's finally try and get gregarious. And stewardship focus. Really? 0 events throughout that fair. No, I think there was 1 event through that entire fair. Portals have been built. Excellent. Can we build up our house anymore? We can. Riding grounds. Let's go. Nope. And someone gained just. How are we getting on? Booming. Level 4 hospital. Good. Random courtier. Don't care. decent lump of prestige. That's a lot of prestige per month. Patrician treasury, prestige from modern buildings, prestige from vassal, technology plus 25%, diplomacy, dungeon complex. It's a lot of prestige per month. Now we're dead. Right. Time to go mess up the world. Because I have a weak claim on the Kingdom of England. I have a weak claim on the Kingdom of France. Me directly. Therefore I can go and I can claim them and they can be mine. But let's not lead troops, because if we die off, terrible things might happen. We'll go on family focus for the extra health. We will attempt to win a war. I can't claim either of these just yet because they are weak claims. We have to press those claims against either this guy if he's in prison or maybe against a child. So I'll have to keep an eye on this. Attack loss upon succession. Who do I want as a successor? Probably ask her actually. Let's go for Asker. Let's line up after. Let's line up on him. Let's stack some mad prestige on him. Asker, are you here? Yep. He does have some martial skill. Spy Master can be you. Let's have you organize army maybe? Research mill tech. It's usually quite a safe thing. And cultural tech. Clergy obligations, what about burger obligations? What about this? We're still waiting for legalism. Fair enough. Instead we'll push up the clergy obligations. Apparently we make nothing from trade, but it takes a while for it to all calculate itself out. What do I want to prosper? Capital's already booming, as are you. Let's make you crown focus for the moment. And let's dump some money into our heir. Make sure that he definitely gets elected. There's no excuse. Well, no, there are excuses, but there's not many excuses for not winning time and time and time again. The dogeness. We have all the money in the world that we need. Blow them out of the water by almost double. Grand tournament. Let's go. Grab some piety. Why not? Grab some more piety. Yep. Indulgence for our from our sins. Yeah, why not? The more you can push your piety up quicker, the more the temple vassals are going to like you. And it's not like we're short of the gold. Let's grab a temple vassal. Vassal diplomacy plus 9. Hospital buildings, leads you just, shrine, piety plus 4. So, yeah, mix of diplomacy and piety. If you can push those too high, you can grab the monies from the bishoprics and such. 37 ducats a year. It all stacks up. Also, I need to give some things away here. 15 of 13, that's not good. Lose all the money and gain 50 piety. Piety has its price. That really is too much. It is indeed too much. Ridiculous amount. Can we grab any more retinue? We cannot. What's happened here? Campaign fund. Millions in his campaign fund. You want to match me? Well, let's go for it. It's great when your target is a child. It's harder for them to fight back when you assassinate them. You could basically have a guy run into his room, bash his skull in with fists, and run off in game. They're just so much easier to kill. Yeah. Here we. Nope, let's just watch. Last time I joined in, someone stabbed me in the belly with a sword, a sharp sword, in a tournament. Still a little bit salty about that. Anyway, Sweden. Nope, go declare war on you. Seize the city. No, no, no. Seize whole province. There you go. My retinue should be able to do this. I don't need to. Don't really need to get involved. Do we not have a siege leader? Nope. Didn't have siege hiding away. Let's appoint commander. There we go. So our country has the basis of a half decent standing army. When we go to war, our vassals don't really need to get involved. Pretty cool. Yeah, just grab the child by the leg and bash it against the wall. Job's done. Spice must indeed flow. What did we siege through first here? Oh, it's a double barony. Interesting. Yeah, Doctor's ideas. Why not? Someone's born. Is this? Oh, I don't care. Don't care. Also, Le Hospital. Let's continue building. Leper colonies and all sorts. There we go. More hospital buildings, more temple buildings. Named Frode. Genius Frode. Excellent. Oh no, has been robbed. Didn't even touch the sides. We don't have as good stewardship as we did in our last character, unfortunately. Siege equipment. What do you give us? Roll of armies. Global supply limit. I'm going to grab this. Siege equipment. it's still doing the cog thing. So this is still going up of its own volition. This had stopped, so we'd stalled here. This was never going to go up. Might as well grab this. Plus it gives us 30% more retinue. Which allows another click there. I will sit here for a while. Don't really want them to get past us and unsiege the wall goal. Will you stop trying to marry off my children? It's creepy. Did I claim the ERE throne? ERE throne? HRE throne. Not the HRE throne. We pushed our wife onto this. Where is she? Here we go. This was my wife. This was my wife. And she died of the plague. Horrible people, this game makes us horrible people. CK2 players aren't on a watch list somewhere. Someone failed to do their jobs. Yeah. East Roman Empire. Okay, alright. Holy, and then East. I'll just call it Byzantium. The Byzantine Empire. But yeah, we pushed our fat wife's claim on it. The thing is, I knew that we were going to have to prop her up. So I kept my armies down here in order to fend off the fights. And then she got declared upon by one of the little Muslims down here. So she got plus 40 for defending against heathens, heretics, infidels, with all the vassals. So that if we could just get through the 5 wars that she's got going on right now with our 20,000 mercenaries down here, then we should be able to stabilize all of this, and she should have a decent reign. She popped out a daughter, and she was pregnant again, and then she just died of the plague. And that was it. Done. So we gave up on that idea. But we are now playing as the first son of that dynasty that had the weak claim on the Kingdom of England and France. So we're just waiting for such a time where we can press it. Which will be very soon. So yeah, we'll finish this war against Sweden, and then I'm going to go to war with England to claim England for myself. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Anyway, I'm gonna double away for the moment and grab myself a cup of tea. Probably a poo as well, because, well, I didn't really need to say that, but I've been needing one for a while. And I will leave you with, I don't know, with some music. I've got to be careful about the music that I put on now. I've had a few of my videos have worldwide bans on them. Worldwide bans? My word. No, not quite. Game options. Audio. One of them was, you know, the Matrix soundtrack, Club to Death. Love that. It reminds me of like halfway through Roman training is week 15, bottom field pass out, and it was quite the affair. It was. It tested. I mean, you're mega fit at that point anyway, but it really tests you, and it's the type of day everyone's got. That kind of day. Everyone's got one day or one moment in their life where they can remember every single tiny little detail of it. And I remember getting ready to go down and do the bottom field run. Had all my kit in, had the 45 pounds worth of weight on, had my rifle on, all that kind of stuff, and just remember having a last quick listen to Club to Death just before going and doing the test. It's pretty cool. Anyway, it's a worldwide ban if they catch you with it on any of your videos. So let's not play that, shall we? Oh well. We'll play something else, something random. I think the Snow Patrol song that I had on before also had a worldwide ban. No, it wasn't. It was Queens of the Stone Age. Alright, what do we go for? A bit Marilyn Manson, why not? The lyrics seem quite apt for CK2.
This world doesn't need no opera. Here for the operation. We don't need bigger knife. Yeah. 'Cause we got guns, we got guns, we got guns, we got guns, we got guns. You better run. Kiss, blows a kiss, blows a kiss, will blow you to pieces. We're killing strangers, we're killing strangers, we're killing strangers so we don't kill the ones that we love.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, just before I come back, I'm going to stop the stream and then restart it. For reasons, I don't know what it is with YouTube, but if the video is too long, it kind of cuts off the first portion of it. So I'm going to stop the stream now before it gets to 4 minutes, before it gets to 4 hours, and then it'll be up here within 3 minutes again. So just bear with me and we'll be back.